Hello, let's see if this works. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is giving me problems. All right, think I have all messages. I'm probably not going to be, oh wait, maybe I can move them here. Okay, I can move it like this. Here we go. So, I'm sitting in my zero gravity chair, so that's one thing. If you're out there, let me know. Let me know that you see me. I cannot bend. Oh, yep, you could see me. Hi, Deb. I'm getting some sun as requested by my husband because I have been inside. We just took a shower and got me looking better for you guys. I'm not on any wild pain drugs or anything like that. I'm just on Advil and Tylenol as of now, high doses, but nothing that's going to make me loopy. Hello, Catherine. I'm managing with that with some other drugs, a lot of other drugs. Looks like a pharmacy in my house right now. Um, but they're more relaxing things, and I'm not on any of those. I take those at night. So I have gotten some mail. I know before I left, I opened it, so I just wanted to show you all, and because I don't remember. So I guess I'm going to put this PSA out there. Hi, Donna. Is and Dawn is my head is somewhere else. They call it pain brain or something like that. I'm not quite sure. So it's like I don't have many. I don't feel like I'm emotional. Or there's like I feel like there's nothing happening. It's just like an awkward nothing thing. Hello, Michelle. Today, hello, Linda. Today, I'm feeling a little bit like I've got some emotion and I'm starting to get dreams back. But I guess they call it pain brain from anesthesia. I was down quite a long time. So there's, complications. Hello, Nikki. Pain brain is normal. So my brain isn't here. I'm like a little like out there, but it was not from medication. It's just, I think, from my body just trying to, recoup over everything. So you're probably all wondering, what was this big surgery? And I really wasn't going to say anything because it's like really like, it's not like, there's so many people out there, especially on this stream, who have really huge issues like with cancer and stuff. And to me, I can't even fathom. God bless you all, because I do not have that that I know of. I mean, like the stuff hasn't come back, but they're not suspecting any of that. That's not a suspect. But basically, I had to have reconstruction of my body. Well, thank you, Maggie. Hello. Um, So not cosmetic surgery, like serious medical surgery. I was one of the most complicated cases, and I had to go away from like the hospitals around here. I had to go to a bigger hospital. I had a team of 7 doctors during my surgery. Um, Yes, it all started with a prolapse. So if you're a woman, there are many kinds of prolapses. I had all my insides in me. I never had a hysterectomy, so I had a prolapse. It started with a prolapse, and then from there, it just everything else went wonky. Hold on, I got to do something, and I can do it. I have people to help me here. Hold on, I've learned I have to do this. All right, sorry. I just have to reposition myself. There we go. um, so that's how it all started. And I had surgery in December, had nothing to do with prolapse. That's when they thought I had cancer. It ended up not being, thank the Lord. And so it started with that, and it was a very severe, came out of nowhere. Hello, Brianna, really, because doctors normally see something like that happening as you go, and obviously people were in places they were in December and didn't see anything of it. And who knows, maybe that surgery weakened whatever was going on. So I'm saying this now, wasn't going to say anything, and I'm saying this now to you all, and anybody can anyone see me out there? You might have lost me, and we'll try this another day. If you see me, say I see you and I hear you. Darn connection. Yes, you're back. Okay. So where I left off. So this has been a journey for me, and I I see some of you. The sun is killing me. Okay. So if I don't say that you're here, I love you all, but I'm having a hard time with the sun, and I don't know if it's gonna. If I move this, I lose connection again. So needless to say, I'm just saying that there are a lot of us out there that could use a little bit more support in like knowing what the heck to prepare for something like this. So when I came through, I normally haven't had an issue with anesthetic. This time I had an issue with anesthetic, which led to its own other things. I was not kept in the hospital. And the nurse who was taking care of me was telling me how I was the most complicated surgery of the day. It took most of the day, and she was shocked that they didn't start like at 5 a.m. in the morning. And needless to say, we went through it. We're all through it. It's okay. I don't know. Sorry if, oh, I think Lynn is on here. I can barely see. So while Lynn is on here, thank you, Lynn. So this card came from Barbara. No, sorry, this card came from Helen. So thank you. Brightened up my spirits, I think, before I went to Puerto Rico. And then my honey came, and I can't see the chat at all. Now the chat is, I can't see it. I don't even know if you can see me. But Lynn, thank you so much. So I got an Amazon package. My honey opened it up because he ordered stuff. And I'm like, I didn't order anything. But he uses my name, so he opened it up. And so I have a coloring book and some markers, which will be used. And so thank you, Lynn. This came from Soft Squares. And I have, and this, there was a note in there said condolences, and I can't see the, all right, I'm afraid to move this. I can't see the chat, but hello everyone, and I'm sorry. And I really I don't have the strength to try to figure it out or can get up or really anything. My son's way across the room. It's not like I could call him because I'm on my phone right now. So thank you. This is for condolences and for recouping. And it says, this box says, hugs inside, best wishes for you. And it says, sending you a big hug. These gifts are sent with my love to assure that you are cared about. You have people in your corner ready with a hug, no matter what. Always know that you are being thought of, cheered, and supported. Thank you. And now, see, my normal self would be crying now, because that's my normal self. I would get all like wailed up, but I am motionless. And so I'm hoping, and the doctor says that will come back. It's just, you know, medication plus pain brain, whatever that is. It's, I guess, your own defense trying to do whatever it needs to do. But yes, I'm very touched by that. I just don't have any emotion. I've been like this. I woke up, I went in crying in emotion. I came out motionless. I'm not sure what's going on. So we have here a mask. I really wish I could see what y'all saying right now. Cloud socks. We could be using those. Ooh, look at this little doohickey thing. This is like a little massager. So now I can use this, but not until 8 weeks. And this is a bath bomb. So in 8 weeks, I can use this. Himalayan salt. It has a little spoon, so I don't know if this is to eat. My guess is it's probably for the tub, but I'm not sure. So there we go. Again, I can't see the chat. I'm so sorry, y'all. Ooh, modern Luna nightlight with touch control brightness. Now this is perked my interest. Ooh, this is so cool. Look at that. It looks like a moon. And then there's like a stand. There's pieces. It's a puzzle. It's pieces. Okay, it's pieces, but I can put this together. It's a night light, so thank you. That's so cool. That is really cool. Okay. And blankets. Look at this. Oh, a candle, a scented candle. Drink happy thoughts. Drink happy thoughts. I mean, I can't drink for a very long time. But that's cool. We can drink virgin drinks out of here. Could definitely have virgin drinks on here. Who knows, I may be one too now after all this. Oh my gosh. So I had 10 procedures done. And it was quite extensive. And when I came through and I had complications, so the next day I had to, first of all, driving home from this surgery was an absolute nightmare. I felt every bump and thing, and I said to my husband at one point, I think we need to go to a hotel. I don't think I could make it home. Driving home, I was in massive pain when I left. And then we got thinking, well, we're not in the hospital because they don't want me to catch something because there's too many germs in a hospital. So I'm going home. So it's probably not a good idea to go to a hotel because there's probably lots of germs at hotels. So I made it through. I made it home. Ooh, look at this. I didn't, look at that. A reusable straw and a little cleaning brush. And here we go, this blanket. Hi. Yeah, you know what? Since you're here, I'm going to try something. I hope not to lose you, so just stay with me. See if you can move this camera over here. This blanket is full of warmth and hugs, and it's this super soft blanket. And I'll explain why this is a necessity after surgery.
How's that?
Okay, so put it really close to me because I can't read anything. Like really close to me. I don't even know if, let's see. That's the closest you can get. Let's see. Okay, I could kind of read it. All right, so here, take all, could you manage, just take all that and just take that and make it disappear. Put it over there somewhere, this stuff. This thing. So thank you, Lynn, if you're still on here, for all my goodies. And I'll explain this blanket and why it's important. I brought a quilt with me that I made. Of course, everybody was goo goo and gaga over the quilt, and that was a big conversation piece. But my body is super sensitive to everything, like really sensitive to everything. And I don't have a quilt that has Minky in the back. Just never got to it. So having something, I'll take this box from me too. So having something like this was very helpful. So I have been gifted blankets like that before, and we have pulled them out and I have used them. And now they have been easily to wash. Yes, okay. Thank you. Love you. All right, so I know I've missed a whole bunch of chat, and I think I just have to go by through it all. But thank you again, Mr. Fix-It and Lynn, which is Marlon. And Marlon, we send our best and our prayers and a speedy recovery to you. Hello, Margaret. I'm sure I'm missing a lot of people. I feel terrible about it because I can't see. Annette. I think I see Annette. Annette and Mirta. I think I see your name. It's really hard to see when someone's in blue, and I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I haven't seen you. Nikki, you know I love you all. So anyway, so I had the surgery. It was difficult. The doctor told me that during surgery, they had a situation of one of my organs not wanting, it was holding for dear life in me. And so it took them a while, but they've got it released, and they did what they did. And so it was much longer, and I was under anesthesia longer. Now they knew this was a complicated surgery, hence why I had a huge team of doctors and anesthesiologists. And so went home without pain meds. So what happened was that part of the hospital actually closed down while I was recuperating. So the doctors have left and I was left with a nurse. It was a high, but you know, it was a section. I mean, it's the hospital. I mean, someone would have came. It's not that it was closed. It was just that basically, like Michelle said, he was in the waiting room for 14 hours freaking out because nobody was telling him what was going on. And I myself, there was a time that I wasn't in the operating room, but because they were waiting for it to clear. I'm not really sure the whole thing, but it took all day. So they told him this was going to be 3 hours, that I was going to start at 9:30, and at 1:30 I was probably going to start getting ready to go home. And that unfortunately was not the case. And he was there all day. We left the hospital about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. So I came through, the lady was talking to me. She says, I can't give you, she says, I gave you all the pain meds I possibly can give you. I can't give you anything else. And she goes, you are screaming in pain. And she says, you have been. Yes, I wasn't under 14 hours. No, I wasn't like in surgery for 14 hours. He was waiting for me for 14 hours, freaking out. And because I guess it was a bit for me to come through, and the lady remember she grabbed me and she said, Leanna, you have to wake up. Your loved one, Michelle, is beside himself. He can't wait to get in here, but you have to be up so we can send him in. And so I remember waking up, and then that started some other stuff. And she said, don't worry about it. They cleaned me up, and never had that issue before. And then he came in, and she said, but they were trying to like calm me. And I don't know, I don't remember a lot except for that Michelle said to me he was so upset, he was so freaked out, because he says all you did was saying you were in pain, and you were moaning and groaning saying, I'm in such pain, I'm in pain, and they couldn't do anything for you. He felt like I should have stayed at the hospital. But he took me home, and the nurse who took care of me that day when I came out called me the first thing in the morning and said, I'm sure you're still in pain, right? I was like, yeah. She goes, I want you to call the doctor right now. I put in a note. So she put in a note, and I did, yeah, I can't, I'm sorry. I wish I could read these comments. I mean, they're coming through like I see part of it, but the glare is so bad. So I guess I should have had him turn me. Oh, well. Needless to say, we got through it. We went through the bumpy ride home. I got home, and I was in massive pain. The nurse called. She called the doctor. I called the doctor. The doctor wants to have eyes on me. So back to drive an hour and 45 minutes. Again, in a painful car ride. And they said, just get here and the doctor will see you. So she saw me, and one of the other doctors that was on the team came and saw me, and they sonogrammed everything, and they looked at everything, and they did everything they needed to do, and everything was fine. They said that they see this in some patients and not many. Since I'm not a person who's had lots of surgery, I really don't know how pain meds, I don't ever think I've taken before ever in my life. So nobody knows how your body's going to react. Apparently, I happen to be one of these few people who can metabolize, get this, pain meds well, which is interesting because I have never really responded really well to ibuprofen ever, pretty much in my life, or Tylenol. I mean, like, it takes a little bit of the edge, but it never really, like when people take and they go, oh God, my pain is away, and they're great. I've never experienced that. I've always had this thing about, that kind of stuff. And so I've lived a lot of my life in pain, and I know how to deal with pain, and that's hence why I do sew, and I do a lot of sewing, right, and quilting. It helps me forget about pain. I do a lot of my own pain management, never to this extent. And so my body doesn't metabolize pain meds like, I guess, ordinary people's. And she says she's seen this in patients, and the doctors don't know why. They just don't know. She goes, I can't even tell you why it happens to some and why it doesn't happen to others. But you just happen to be the lucky one that seems, because she says, we gave you pain meds, all kinds of pain meds, and you were still, it was not relieving. And so, therefore, she prescribed me another kind of pain med. Oh boy, she prescribed me the doozy of the doozy.